This is going to be a quick and dirty eBay tips video. I've been selling on eBay for over 10 years, averaging about 20 to 25 grand a year, all stuff that I find dumpster diving. So let's dive into it. Tip number one, if you have something you want to sell on eBay and you're looking it up, you have to sort by sold listings. Otherwise, you're just seeing the price people want to be able to charge. Sorting by sold listings, you're going to see what people have actually paid in the past. That way you can make a really well-informed either buying decision if you're going to be reselling something, or whether you should take that item, whether it's even worth listing it. eBay did do something really stupid. They shortened the look-back window from 6 months to 3 months, but you can still use Google to look up sold listings past 3 months. The item name plus eBay, search it in Google, and you'll be able to find those older listings. There are also apps that record all the sales data from the entire platform that you can access. I haven't personally never used them. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'm kind of curious how it's worked for you. Number two, always opt in for promoted listings. Just don't use the recommended rate that eBay has, because they'll be like, yeah, spend an extra 9%. Just lower it to 2, and that way, when somebody searches for the item, you're going to show up at the top of search results. I'm usually listing stuff that's pretty rare. It only has 5, 10, 20 other competitors for that specific item. And if it's that small of a number, a lot of them is probably already using promoted, so I'm going to be at the top. Even for a more popular item, you're still going to have 2 listings. You're going to have the sponsored one and your organic listing. So you just get more eyeballs out of your item, and 2% extra fee really isn't much more to pay. Number 3, proactively sending out offers to anybody who watches the item. This will show up in the eBay, Seller Central, or on the app, and the minimum offer you can make is 5%. If it's $100, mark it down to 95, send it out. You just get more chance to make a sale there. And if it's something I've been sitting on for a long time, I might go to like 10, 20, 30%. It's better to have that money in my bank account, because again, personally, this is just stuff that I find. I don't buy anything. So yeah, I want to get that money in my bank account. I want to get stuff moving. Number 4, make sure that offers is turned on when you create a listing. That way somebody can send you an offer. You will get a lot of lowball ones, offering you $60 for something that's $500, and you just respond with, hey, no, I'm not going to take your $60 offer, but here's a 5% off. And sometimes they'll take it. And then some people, if it's $500, they'll send you a offer for $450, and it's like, hey, it's 5% off. I want to make the sale, sure. And you can always counter back a bit higher. And again, it's just a way to get that sales cycle started with somebody, get more eyeballs on your listing, and a higher chance to actually make that sale. Okay, I was editing and I realized I forgot part of this tip. You can go into Seller Central on desktop and you can do a bulk edit of all your listings and turn on the ability to accept offers for everything that you sell. You can also turn on promoted listings and specify that 2% ad rate. So that's helpful to just make this change really quick and not have to go through each individual listing. All right, back to the rest of the tips. Number 5, I tend to list my stuff as a lot, as much as possible. It just reduces the amount, time I got to spend shipping it later. It kind of gives a better deal to the buyer. It's going to be, it's going to move that product faster. If you're buying stuff to resell, maybe ignore this advice. Number 6, have a limit on how low you'll go. I won't sell anything for under $30 because I offer free shipping on all my stuff. We factor in shipping costs, eBay fees, the promoted listing fee maybe, the time it takes to list and ship it. It's just not worth it for me. All right, baby break. If I do have a high quantity of something, I'll break that rule. If I've got 30 of some item that's gonna sell for $11, yeah, I'll list that all day long. Number 7, stay on top of your customer service. People don't typically open cases unless you're not getting back to them, and that's going to be how eBay gets up on your ass about stuff and starts looking into your account saying, hey, you have all these cases open. Well, send us invoices for everything that you bought. And it's like, well, I found the stuff dumpster driving, so I don't have anything. So keep them off your back, answer those messages quickly, and resolve any cases that come up as fast as humanly possible. Don't let them come up in the first place. And that leads us into number 8, which is returns. They're going to happen. You look at just retail in general, like 10% of all sales end up getting returned. E-commerce, I think, is even higher. You're going to have 3 to 5% in returns every month, no matter what you do. It's just the cost of doing business. Some months it's going to be higher. Just factor into your plans. Specifically for me, because I just found the stuff, a lot of times I just say, just keep it, throw it out. I don't care, do whatever. Like, I'm just out the shipping cost. That's not going to be applicable if you're selling $1,000 items that you had to buy for $500. So, I can't help you there. But that's just how I roll with this stuff. Number 9, if you are looking up something on eBay to sell and you can't find it, just because it's not there doesn't mean it won't sell. I would go to Google and search for that item. If there's, a dozen websites that are selling it with reviews, like, it's probably something that's actually valuable. And it's just rare enough that it's not on eBay. Take the lowest sales price from the websites and cut it down to 75%, post it on eBay, and know that you might have to wait 6 months before it sells. But just because there's nothing else there's no other item on eBay doesn't mean it won't sell. And then the next step is kind of similar. You might look up an item, and there's 5, 10 different people selling it. There's no sold history. You go to Google, no sold history. Well, maybe those people are just pricing it way too high. They're just trying to cherry pick. Maybe they'll get lucky. If you can come in and offer it at 50%, 75% of what the lowest price is, you might actually make the sale. So, and again, this applies for me that I'm finding this stuff for free. Don't buy something expecting to do that. This is like, the last 2 tips are kind of more speculative. Like, you're taking a chance. It's just like, it takes me the time to list it, let's sit on a shelf. So tip number 11, don't create listings from scratch unless you have to. It's just going to be kind of a waste of time. The best way to do it is just search that item on eBay, do your sold items analysis to figure out how you're going to price it, and then just click one of those items, sell similar item. It's going to pre-populate all those item specifics, so you don't have to fill them all out. Do check it over just to make sure they're right and you don't have to change anything. But that's going to save you a lot of time from having to create something from scratch. Number 12, I add a custom SKU to all my listings. If you go into item specifics and scroll all the way down, it's right there. You can add, whatever number or string of letters you want. The format I use is month, day, year, and then number. And so this is number 4. This is the 4th item I listed today. So, once you have hundreds of items that you have to keep track of, it's really helpful to actually have a system like this. Some things start to look the same, and I've totally done that where I've grabbed the wrong item and this is it, I'll ship it out, and wasn't right. So, it especially helps if you have other people shipping stuff for you, whether you have an employee or if somebody's just got to cover you for a couple of weeks while you're out of town, they could actually find something. And that SKU will show up on the order page and the packing slip. You have to be free via eBay. One more tip, then we'll have some food, some milk. All right, last tip is, lots of pictures. This is kind of maybe a dumb tip, but, the top, bottom, all 4 sides, close-ups of the specific areas like the plugs or the nameplate or the model number. You use all 10. Use as many as eBay will give us. I don't even write descriptions. It's all in the pictures. That's it. That's all my tips. I think there was 13 of them. Please let me know if what I missed in the comments. I'm always, interested to learn more about eBay and get better at it. So, and, just let me know if you like this type of content. Thanks.